Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day that you are joining me. Welcome to Breathe Within Yoga. My name is Julianne Duffy, and we're going to go through another gentle practice today. We'll work on our breath, some visualization, all that good stuff as we center and focus so we can go forward, creating love, connection, and centering. So let's find a comfortable seated position to begin. So sitting up tall, legs can be crossed, straight ahead, kneeling if you prefer. We're going to lengthen through the torso. Imagine someone's pulling us right from the top of the head. Strong core, belly button to spine, pulling up on the pelvis. Let's let those shoulders come right up towards the ears as we inhale. And then as we exhale, they roll down the back, sitting tall, lengthening. 2 more times. Another deep, full breath in. And exhale. Last breath. And let that go. Sitting tall, we're going to lengthen our arms towards the sky as we inhale. And then as we exhale, we're twisting to our left. So we're going to let our left hand land by our hip, the right hand land onto the left thigh, lengthening through the torso, exhaling as we imagine our chest starts to come over to the left side. The gaze can come over the shoulder. Deep, full breath. Gentle exhale. Slowly release. Perfect. Coming back through center. Deep breath in. Exhale to the right. The left hand lands onto the right thigh as the right hand lands behind, lengthening through the torso. Imagine you can sit up a little bit tall. Still that strong core, belly button to spine, pulling up from the pelvis. And as we exhale, gently unwinding back through center. Perfect. Take a moment here, strong core, realign. Deep, full breath in. Let's bring that focus to the breath. Breathe into the front, into the belly, into the sides. Maybe imagine the breath can come into the back of the body. Take a moment at the top, and then let that breath slowly go. Let's bring ourselves right to all fours. Let's continue warming up through cat and cow. So coming through hands and knees. Knees are under the hips, wrists are spread nice and wide. We're going to deep breath in, drop the belly, tailbone to the sky. Imagine the top of the head and the tailbone could touch. And then as we exhale, chin to chest, rounding. Follow your breath. Inhale. And exhale. We'll do that one more time, following your inhale. Drop the belly open through the chest. Exhale, release. Chin to chest, rounding the spine, letting all the breath go. Taking a moment. Let's come into child's pose. We're going to open up our knees as wide as the mat. Let the toes touch. So we sit back onto our seated bones. Let the arms come long. Deep breath in once again. Exhale as we fold towards the floor. Try to get the torso flat to the mat, chin to chest. See if maybe the forehead can touch the floor. Take another deep, full breath and let the entire torso fill with this deep, full breath. As we did before, take a moment at the top and then let the breath slowly go. 2 more times. Another deep, full breath. Take a moment and let that slowly release. Last time, deep, full, expansive breath. Let the entire torso fill with that beautiful breath. Take a moment here. Let that exhale take you just a little bit deeper for just these last few moments, sinking into the floor. Slowly on the next inhale, start to push yourselves away from the mat. Sitting up tall, we're going to continue, sitting up tall, coming back to our all fours, we're going to continue doing some cat and cow. This time, we're going to bring our hands up. So I'm going to give you some options. We're going to stretch into the wrists. So what you can do, so this is our beginning position. Fingers are pointing to the top of the mat, fingers are spread nice and wide. Now we're going to start to turn the fingers towards the outsides of the mat. So the right hand starts to turn towards the outside of the right mat, or the outside right part of the mat, the left towards the left. You can go that maybe they're 90 degrees, maybe there's pointing, and that's enough that you're feeling a beautiful stretch into the wrists. You can also maybe start to get those fingers to point right towards the knees. So we're feeling a beautiful stretch into the wrists. Now, anywhere in between is perfect. You may only be able to go a little bit depending on your wrists, and we don't want to force it. There should be no electrical or sharp pain. So find where you want to go with your wrists. And we'll do 3 with this variation. So as we inhale, let the belly drop, let the tailbone come to the ceiling, opening through the chest. Allow the exhale to slowly go, chin to chest, releasing. Following the deep, full breath. Exhaling, letting that go once again. Last time here, deep, full breath. Slow, gentle exhale. Release those hands, let the fingers come forward to the back to the mat. And we're going to gently come through to kneeling. So we're going to start with this low kneeling position, and we're going to stretch through the obliques again today. So sitting up tall, we're kind of in our high heroes pose. We're going to let the feet go over to the right, and we're going to bring our hips over to the left. The right hand can come onto the top of the right leg. Let's lengthen through the torso as we take a deep breath in, elongating through the oblique, deep breath. And then as we exhale, we'll start to lean over to the right. So we can gaze forward, inside the elbow, wherever feels most appropriate. Just feel that beautiful stretch and elongation through the side of the body. Let's take our 3 deep breaths. Deep, full breath in, really exaggerate breathing into this oblique. Let the torso expand. And then as we exhale, those fingers can get a little closer to the mat. Once again. Take a moment, let that breath come in, and then release. Imagine those fingers can go just a little deeper. Last time. Deep, full, expansive breath. Let the torso completely fill with this beautiful breath. And then as we exhale, we're releasing completely. On the next inhale, use those core muscles, belly button to spine, curling up in the pelvis to lengthen, coming back up. We're going to ground the left hand onto the mat. The fingers will be pointing towards the short end of our mat. And we're just going to lift the hips. We're just going to let those hips start to come up. Let the right arm come towards the ceiling. Now if that feels good and you want to extend the right leg forward, you can. The toes point towards the long edge. And we see if we can get that pinky side of the foot down. Deep, full breath. And exhale, coming back through center. Briefly through our hero pose, kneeling tall. Let's come over to the right side, onto the right hip. Left hand maybe grabs around the left shin or ankle. Then we'll elongate through the right side. Deep breath in. Exhale as we start to lean over to our left. And once more, gaze forward, inside of the elbow, wherever feels appropriate. Deep, full breath. Exhale, those fingers can get a little closer to the mat. 2 more times, another deep, full breath. Release. Last extension through the side of the body. Use those core muscles to assist. We'll exhale, and then we're going to use those core muscles to assist as we come back through center. Releasing, grounding that right hand, the fingers pointing to the short end of the mat as we lift those hips and our left hand towards the sky. Again, you can stay right here or extend out that left leg so you can get that pinky side of the foot flat to the floor and the gaze. Again, it can be wherever's most comfortable. Deep breath in. And exhale, coming back through center. Perfect. Let's come briefly through our down dog. We're going to come and stretch out, doing a little more into the hips. So coming through all fours, we'll tuck our toes under, let ourselves come briefly through a down dog, stretching out the back of the legs, bend the left and the right leg. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Imagine the tailbone is pointing towards the top corner of your ceiling. Let's take another deep, full breath here. Maybe come onto those tippy toes. So we stretch out through the back of the legs. And then this time we're going to step our right foot forward. And let's let that left knee come to the floor. Grounding ourselves. We're going to take a deep plunge here. Deep breath in, opening through the front of the torso. Tuck the tailbone, lengthening through the chest. Opening deep. We're going to feel stretch into the hip flexors, the inside of our left leg. We're going to feel that right here. Now, if it's comfortable, rotate those arms overhead. Let the arms reach towards the ceiling. Tucking that tailbone so we're not creating any discomfort into the lower back. Deep breath in. Exhale. We're going to come forward. Place your hands on either side of our right foot. You can tap the fingers if you need to as we tuck the toe. Let the back leg come off the floor. And slowly start to bring the torso up. Tucking the tailbone. Deep breath in. And then as we exhale, maybe start to bend the left knee a little closer to the floor so you're feeling a deep stretch into the hip flexor. If it becomes too much, put the knee back onto the mat. And then once you're here, if you're feeling balanced and you want, hands can be on the hips, thigh, or once again, rotating up. Deep, full breath. Feel that beautiful stretch into the hip flexor, tucking the tailbone, opening through the chest if you're reaching for the sky. And then exhale, bring those hands back to the mat. Lower the left knee. We'll bring that right foot back, coming through all fours. Let's take a moment in child's pose. Let's keep the knees close together this time. Let the torso melt over the legs. And release. Next breath in, slowly come back up. Let's do that on the other side. So from all fours, let's bring that left foot forward. The right toes can be tucked or flat. It doesn't really matter. We're going to square our hips, start to bring the torso up, coming into a high lunge, tucking the tailbone. You're always welcome. If there is any discomfort in the knee, grab a little bit of a blanket, fold your mat, a pillow if you need to support the knee. Then once you're here, tucking that tailbone, if it feels good, start to rotate those arms overhead. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, we'll bring ourselves forward, grab the hands on the outside and the inside of the left foot, curl those right toes under, start to bring the knee off the mat, squaring our hips. Let's come into a high lunge. Now if this becomes too much, drop the knee to the floor. Inhale. Okay. Deep breath in. Exhale. See if you can curl those toes back just a little bit. Opening through the hip flexor. And release. Next breath, let the hands come back to the mat. Lower the right knee. Let the left foot come back. Let's come into our child's pose once again. Let those knees come close together. Let the torso melt over the thighs. Let the chin come to the chest. Release. Take another deep breath here. So as we take another deep, full breath, let the torso expand. Feel the chest completely fill up. Take a moment. And then as we exhale, let yourself completely release. Next breath in, we're going to slowly push ourselves away from the floor. Today, we're going to grab our strap. We'll grab the strap, place the strap around the feet. Little bend in the knees, deep breath in. And exhale, bending at the hips. Gazing towards the toes. Deep breath in, lengthen through the torso. Exhale, we're bending at the hips. Another breath in, lengthening through the torso. And then as we exhale, release the strap, let yourself completely melt forward. Deep, full breath in. Exhale as we let that go. Feeling that stretch into the back, hips, glutes, legs, everywhere today. One more deep, full breath in. Let the torso expand. And then as we exhale, we'll release. Let's make our way to a bridge pose on the mat. So gently coming to lying, hug the knees into the chest. Draw some circles onto the ceiling. When you're ready, plant the feet onto the floor as we rock the left and the right shoulder under. We start to lift the hips, interlace the hands if there's space, or just let the hands be flat onto the mat. So we're high on the shoulders. We let the hips rise. The feet are grounded, spreading the toes nice and wide. Strong core, belly button to spine. Deep breath in. Feel a beautiful plank. The knees right to the chin. The chin is slightly tucked. And then slowly release the hands. Let yourself come down vertebrae by vertebrae. Hug the knees into the chest. We'll do that one more time. Ground those feet. Rock that right and left shoulder under. Let those hips come up. Interlace those hands if that feels appropriate as we tuck the chin just a bit. Deep, full breath. Let the torso expand. Exhale, release. If you want to go a little deeper, let those heels come off the floor as you come onto the tippy toes. And gently let those heels come to the floor. Let the hips come down. Hug the knees into the chest once again. Rock it out. We'll do a quick twist and make our way into Savasana. So from the knees into the chest, let's just bring those arms out to cowboy surrender. That's 90 degrees or out to a T. They're straight out to the side. We're going to drop the knees to the right as we gaze to the left. If it feels comfortable, the right hand can come onto the left thigh as we gaze away from our legs. Deep, full breath. Feel the torso expand. Exhale. Imagine you can twist a little bit deeper. Get the left shoulder flat to the mat a little more. On the next exhale, we'll gently release. Activate those core muscles as we come back up through center. Take a moment. And then when you're ready, we'll let the knees drop to the left as we gaze over the right arm. Getting that right shoulder flat, either in that cowboy surrender or out to a T, whatever feels more appropriate. Gazing away from the legs. Use that left hand if you want to add a little bit of pressure as you come into the twist. Another deep, full breath. Let the belly expand. Exhale, releasing. Another deep, full inhale. And slow, gentle exhale, release. Use those core muscles one final time to come back through center. And we're going to transition into a Savasana. So legs can be straight or bent, or maybe the knees touch, the feet open, as wide as the mat, whatever feels good. Let the back of the arms be supported by the floor. Rock the right and left shoulder under. Tuck the chin. Elongate through the spine. We'll take a moment here with a deep breath in, just noticing how it feels to come into this lying Savasana position. And before we go into our complete stillness and resting, we're going to do our sun-penetrating breath once again today. So if you haven't been following the last few classes, we're going to go over it again. It's a very simple breath work. What we're going to do is we're going to use our right hand. We're going to let the thumb be available and the pinky. We're going to curl the middle 3 fingers down, the pointer, the middle finger, and the ring finger. And we're going to go through 5 rounds. We're going to inhale through the right nostril as we gently plug the left with our pinky finger. We're going to inhale. The top of the inhale, we're going to plug the right nostril with the thumb. And we're going to exhale through the left side, releasing the left pinky, or the pinky off the left side. Then at the bottom of the exhale, we plug. We're not taking a breath yet. And we're going to unplug the right side as we inhale through the right, plug the right, exhale through the left, plug the left. We're going to do that 5 times. So preparing your fingers so they're ready. When you're ready, let's come into the first breath. We're going to inhale, we'll exhale, prepare. The bottom of the exhale, plug the left side with the pinky finger. Inhale through the right. Plug the right. Exhale through the left. Plug the left. Inhale through the right. Plug the right. Exhale through the left. Plug the left. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Plug the left. Inhale through the right. Plug the right. Exhale through the left. Last time. Inhale through the right. Gently plug as we exhale through the left. The bottom of the exhale, release the hand. Let it come back down to the side. And just come back to the breath. Just notice how that breath work felt in your body. Notice your state of mind, your body. If it felt good, let that energy just resonate. Just hang on to that feeling, that relaxation. And we'll slowly drift away to stillness for these last few moments. Slowly, we start to make our way back to our body. Taking another deep, full breath, bringing that healing, beautiful, expansive breath one final time today. Notice it come in. And as you exhale, just let it take anything that you don't need, that might be left over from before the practice. Just let it go. We'll slowly start to wiggle our fingers and our toes, bring ourselves back to this moment, to this awareness. And we're going to gently roll over to our right, coming into recovery. We'll take a moment here in our recovery pose, just checking in, noticing the body, the mind, how everything feels. Allow that beautiful relaxation, that centering to just resonate within your being. And we'll slowly start to make our way up through to a comfortable seated position. Your eyes, of course, can be open or closed. We're going to take one final deep breath, reaching the arms overhead. Let the hands touch as we bring the hands to heart center. And we finish our practice with Namaste. The light within me acknowledges and sees the light within you. I hope you again have gotten something out of this. I hope this has helped, healed, and served you. And please give me a thumbs up, like my video, subscribe, share this with anybody that might find these classes of use. And until we come back to the practice again, have a wonderful day, or few days. Stay centered. Find what you can do to be happy in this moment. Whether you can be proactive, do some gardening, connection, breath, whatever it is that you need to do, find it. And we'll see you again soon.